So this is the recap for Big Brother 18, episode 5, the first official live eviction. And we already know what happened. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Yes, you know who, the Messiah himself, Jozea, got evicted. And I'm not gonna lie, I posted it on Instagram, I felt a little bad. I truly felt a little wee bit bad because of how it was revealed to them. Jozea just looked really defeated. He looked really defeated. Now again, all of that changed as far as how I felt as soon as he opened his mouth and started to talk to Julie. Because once the initial shock wore off, he went back to his old self. And then I realized, yeah, that's why you got evicted. That's why you got evicted. That's why you were the first live eviction. Yep, it's all coming back to me now. It's just all coming back to me. Anyway, so we have everyone in the house fast rewinding before the actual eviction. Everyone in the house is trying to pretend like, oh my gosh, it's just such a surprise that Bridget got put up there as a replacement, and it's just so terrible. Jozea is convinced that it was Paulie. Jozea is completely convinced that it's Paulie, and he's just like, originally he thought it possibly could have been Paulie, then Michelle, then he's thinking it's Paulie again, because why else put up someone like Bridget next to them? Because he's trying to do everything he can to try and spin the narrative. I'm thinking, okay, that doesn't make sense, but alright. You have Devon looking at him like, what the hell is this kid smoking? Like, we're not allowed drugs in here. How did he get some drugs in here to smoke? Because this is not compute. And Paul, Jozea, Bronte, and Victor, you know, Victor needs to watch out because he can definitely win competitions, but that's all that he has going for him in the house because he is immature. He's immature. Paul is immature. Josea's immature. I call it from the moment that I saw them in the house and just heard them and how they acted and reacted to certain things. Just from episode 1. I gave them until episode 2 because you can't judge a book by its cover. But if someone shows you who they are, believe them. And they've done it multiple times, at least in this house. And this has nothing to do with, oh, if they're actually good people outside the house. No. They're good people. It's just that they're not doing what it takes to make sure that they stay in this house so that people actually want to vote for them once it gets down to the wire. That's the real issue. Jozea goes and he talks with Nicole. Nicole's looking at him like he's crazy because remember, Jozea was trying to go and say how, well, you know, yeah, I did talk about you, but at least it was real. You knew about it. I was very upfront, very honest. Everyone knew. Jozea is very honest. He's very honest in a manipulative way. He tries to go and make himself appear as this honest and virtuous person, so that when he does some BS and plots against you, it's like, wait, how can you be mad at me? I think that's what his strategy was. I think Jozea thought that maybe if he went and just said what he was feeling and what his plans were, that way people couldn't hold it against him. But come on now, this is Big Brother. They can hold anything against you. You remove the toothpaste from the counter on the left, you place it on the right, and they'll go and evict you. That's just how it is. And Nicole also gets informed that the fact that Bridget might have to go because Bridget was sent up there to spy on her. And Nicole didn't catch it. I thought that maybe Nicole caught it. But it looks like, you know, the girl spies or the spy girls, yeah, they're not the real Girl Alliance. The real Girl Alliance is the Fatal Five. The Fatal Five comprises of Zakia, Devon, Nicole, Tiffany, and Michelle. That is the Fatal Five. Yeah, that name does sound good. I don't know why. It sounds familiar as if another, someone else kind of came up with it in a previous season. I don't know why. It just feels that way. But there's just like, you know, their goal is to have a girl alliance. Their goal is to make sure that the girls actually make it to the end. Not that whole cattiness and pettiness. James goes and plays a joke on Natalie. He replaces her lotion, her face lotion, her anti-aging cream with mayonnaise. I'm thinking, Natalie, How do you not figure out that it's mayonnaise? Bronte uses a little bit of it and realizes that it's mayonnaise. Come on now. Oh, Lord. Oh, Natalie's so cute, but her head is in the clouds. Come on. This is not break free. Anyway. No, this is not problem. Break free. Silly. Bridget, again, is feeling a certain way because she's thinking, damn it, man. I didn't expect to be put up. I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, Bridget's just so cute and just so innocent. That's what she wants us to believe. Bridget is plotting. She's sneaky. She's a mastermind. But again, her, Bronte, Natalie, they just want to come off as, oh, they wouldn't hurt or harm a fly. That's what they're trying to come off as. And no one's believing it. Everyone's looking at them like, come on now. Jose's still thinking that he has in the bag. He's also like, look, it doesn't matter because we have the numbers, we have the votes, you're not going anywhere. It's Paul that's leaving. You know, Davon is doing a good job because I remember she said that she thought about maybe if she goes and starts speaking less, that way people can come to her more. That's a good plan because it's working. The whole Frank effect, it's working. It's definitely working. But they get nervous because they're starting to think maybe they should vote out, what's her name? Vote out Bridget because Bridget is being sneaky. She's doing this, she's doing that. I'm like, Bridget can be thrown out any week. Don't focus on her. Do not focus on her right now. Keep her in the back of your mind, but don't focus on her. Natalie is irritated with Victor because Victor, again, he's this macho, athletic man who also happens to be very, we'll say, controlling, very opinionated, and he's very forthcoming with his opinions and his thoughts and his views. And clearly he likes, and here's where the immaturity comes in, because he likes, what's her name? Natalie. He likes her, and so he picks on her, or he nitpicks at little things because he's probably trying to groom her into his girlfriend. That's what he's probably thinking in his mind. But the reality is that's not realistic. It's not realistic. Natalie's like, I don't have time for someone like that. I'm glad because the newbies need to divide so that the veterans can go and come in and slowly snatch them up. James is doing an excellent job making sure that he puts himself where the other newbies are, and mainly the girls, because the girls have major issues with, for example, someone like Victor, because he's constantly doing it. Paul isn't that much better either, though. And Paul goes into the room, and the girls are having girl time, girl talk. And James says, go leave, we're having girl talk, get out of here. And Paul's just like, yo, what's the problem? You're not a girl, you're a guy. How can you have girl talk if you're a guy? I'm like, they both start with G, girl, guy. But whatever. Guys, when you say guys, you don't really just mean guys. Come on, Paul. Paul, I think, I don't know if maybe Paul is just irritated that Jose is leaving, and so that's why he's acting that way. I think that, because I'm like, this is week 1, and it's already getting to you. You have to just, you and Victor both have to just continue to win competitions because people are not going to want you to stay. Their whole plot and scheme is to try and make sure your butt stays out of the house within the first 5 weeks so that you don't make it to jury. So that's what I'm telling you. All of these people are going to be knocked out so that they don't make it to jury, and so that you have people who don't really feel betrayed in jury, and it's just like they vote based on the best player. That's how the season's going to turn out. But then again, the producers are doing a good job controlling the narrative, so maybe not. Bronte tries to go and speak to Paul and say, yo, what are you doing? What's going on? And Paul's just like, look, you need to tell James to stop doing this and stop doing that. It's not girl talk. Girl talk, that's stupid. How does that make sense? She was like, look, you're stupid right now. What is wrong with you? What's your problem? I'm here to help you. We're supposed to be working together. We're supposed to be on the same team. And yet you're going and acting this way. This means that you can possibly be thrown out. This is not how you behave if you want to stay in the house. Paul doesn't care. I'm like, Paul, you're going to go. You, Victor, clearly Jose, this is just how female mentality started to come out of these men. And I'm like, these damn sensitive men. What is wrong? That's why I appreciate someone like James and Frank. They're gonna consistently give you mild-mannered, go with the flow type of mentality, especially when you're in a house with other women. That's how you're supposed to play it. You're never supposed to come off as, come on now. Anyone knows. Well, not them. Even if they did, their heads are so far gone. It's... Anyway, so now it's back to present day, and everyone has to do their speech. Jose's just like, you know, I've been honest, I've been truthful, I've been me. Please help me stay. Love you all. Again, at this time, he's thinking he still has it. He doesn't look worried. Paulie goes and gives this nice little speech, just like, you know, like playing the games with you guys. I would love to continue. And then he quotes, what does he quote? I don't remember. I can't remember what he quotes, but it was something funny. It was something supposed to be in Italian or with an Italian accent. A stereotypical Italian accent. And so Bridget just went with, oh my gosh, guys, I just want to continue to make sugar cookies and peanut butter cookies, and I just love you guys. I just love you guys so much. It's so great to be in here, and I hope I can continue. Bridget, we see through the fallacies and the BS. Stop it now. Stop it now. And it goes as follows. Victor votes out Paulie. Zakia votes out, what's his name, Jose. Then we have Paul votes out Paulie. Frank votes out Jose. You see the pattern here? You see the pattern here. They're not slick. Big Brother is not slick because they already have an idea of how everyone's going to be voting. So of course they're going to make sure that they mix it up so it can seem like it's close, because some people don't have the live feeds, neither do I, and some people also don't even look at social media to see what's currently going on in the present day. And if you don't do that, then you have no idea. All of this seems fresh and new, and I'm thinking, how could this possibly seem fresh and new? Mama Day goes and Mama Day said, hi Julie. I feel like Julie wanted to say it's good to have you back. So of course Devon and Michelle said, you know, Jose, you have to go. Jose, you have to go. Bronte said, no, Paulie, you have to go. Natalie said, no, Paulie, you have to go. And it's not like it really mattered because Jose was officially leaving at that point. Well, no, James also said Jose. Tiffany also said Jose has to go. And Corey. So it was a landslide. It was a landslide. Jose looked shook. And again, I actually felt bad for him. I felt bad for, he gave everyone a hug. He gave everyone, you know, the most stiff hug I've ever seen in life. And, which is understandable because you really don't know who blindsided you. You really don't know who blindsided you. So of course you have to go and just be like, alright, smooches, almost. And I felt bad for him. I really did feel bad for him. Until he opened his mouth and started talking to Julie. That's when I realized, there it is. And I am fine with confidence. I personally don't believe in overconfidence. I believe in cockiness. And when cockiness goes too far, being too cocky, I believe in that. But confidence, not at all. So I appreciate and respect Jose being confident, but that cockiness, that's just doing a little too much for me. And Jose, again, he has no idea. He really thinks Natalie was the one that spinned and had the house turn on him. He is so clueless. Clueless. And I thought it was interesting that even though he has the opportunity to go back into the house, that Big Brother, the production team, you know, the producers decided, you know what? Let's go and put some fuel on the fire. Let's show them why they got voted out. And so, of course, Paul's just like, I love you, dude. Paulie's just like, you talk too damn much. Go scratch. Nicole said, you targeted the HOH. And Julie was even like, why did you target the HOH? Why are you just so honest and so forthcoming? Why did you call yourself the Messiah? And Jose was pretty much like, I'm Jose. That's funny. That's really funny. But is that a spider? Jesus, we have to hurry this up because that spider's getting a little too close. Anyway, who else kind of badmouthed him? Devon. See, I kind of wish Devon didn't go and spill the beans, but then again, if you're thinking he's just going to go home and see this anyway, why not and go and say your truth? But Jozea was cheesing when he found out that, you know, they have the opportunity to stay in that he has the opportunity to stay in the house and to go further. He was extremely happy. And it's a new competition called, what is it? Big Brother Comeback? Or something like that? Something like that. Where basically you go and the first 5 people who were evicted have the opportunity to come back into the house. They have to go and they have to fight each other. They have to fight each other. But how it works is Glenn will go and fight Jozea. Whoever wins the battle then advances, and then one of the two go after the second, well, technically the third person who's going to be evicted. Then that winner goes after the 4th person. Then that winner goes after the 5th person. So Jozea just has to survive 4 weeks of battles in order to get back into the house. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Now the remaining teams. Now it's time for the head of household competition, and it's just weird to call it that since the whole team becomes safe, and it's just weird. It was weird. Very balanced. Basically, there's this jungle that they made in the backyard, and the goal is, of course, to go through the little jungle obstacle course, get the balls that represent berries, and you have to fill up your container. The first person to fill up your container wins. Well, the first team. Now, the thing is, if you fall off, you are removed from the game. That's it. So, yeah. Poor Natalie. Natalie's the first one down. She trips and she's done for. I'm like, Lord Jesus, Natalie. Someone get Natalie. Someone get her quick, fast, and in a hurry, because she might be seen as dead weight soon. She might be seen as dead weight soon. I honestly could see it. But the competition is still going on. At this time, I don't know if a winner was chosen yet, because I'm sure this is a competition that's going to continue on for a while. But let me double check right now. But again, please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. Oh, and look at my other recaps I do, because I recap a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So, let's see. House guests. Let's go back and forth. Meow, meow, meow. Wins. Yeah, of course the team gets safety. Oh yeah, so as of now, it looks like there aren't any updates regarding if one of them won yet. And I get my updates from Big Brother Leak. And so, yeah, there's that. Yep. Cool. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. I know most of my shirt was cut off, but you see that? Yeah. I have my little mini Pharrell. Anyway. Come back next week. Well, technically come back Sunday.